how did you get started in all this? That is a hard thing to get into is acting.
Um, it's crazy because my initial journey into acting necessarily did not start with me saying I wanted to be an actor. I always liked the idea of being an actor, but there was no early hard choice growing up. My whole thing growing up was about playing football. I wanted to, play professional and or at least in college. So the opportunity came for acting when I was in English class. Um, when I would, when we would read aloud or have a story that we needed to be read, I would volunteer for a part, or the teacher would ask me to read a part out loud. And when it was my turn to do so, I would get really animated with the character. So
Right.
it got to one point where, yeah, it got to one point where the teacher was like, "Hey, could you read this story in front of the class?" And I got up in costume and got in front of the class, and it was kind of like I was kind of like okay, but it was a little nerve wracking because I was in front of my peers, so that was kind of different. And
Okay.
then and then in my 11th grade year, um, I was in English class once again, did the animated thing. This was a different teacher, did the animated thing. And he was like, "Hey, look, you got a talent. Why not go out for this audition?" Because there was a short film production coming to our school. They were picking actors from our school. And he was like, "Why don't you go audition for it?" So I was like, "Okay, if you think I can get it, I'll go audition." Sure enough, went in audition, nailed it, and I got the part of my very first audition. So I was bitten by the bug from that short film.